Hello guys, this is Roy from Arena Mini 4-Wheel Drive Club, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And for this video, I would like to show you about the rear RS systems. Okay, so that it's a little bit different between the front and the rear. So the major difference is this time I'm using the parts. It's a little bit less than the front, so which means is the cost that spend you have to spend on the rear is gonna be way cheaper than the front. So for example, here we using this one at the front, but now I'm using this one for the rear. So usually this one, like as far as I know, this one is a little bit expensive than this one. So I try to lower your costs, and then hopefully you can help more people and try these RS systems. Okay, and that's my goal, to help people and make them have fun on the Tamiya Mini 4-Wheel Drive. Alright, so let's start with the video. And by the way, this video is gonna be part 1 and part 2. So this is gonna be part 1. So later on, probably tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, there will be part 2. Okay, so let's start with the video and don't miss the part 2. Let's and go. Okay, so for this rear RS80 systems, we're still using the 3mm carbon plate, and as you can see, the left and right we have to make a hole for the spring. And here you can see the spot I already marked. That's the cutting line that we have to cut. And the easier way to measure that, you can put the 19mm rollers, and then you know where you should cut. And here we are just measuring the cutting point that we have to cut for the back. So I just put the plates on, then I mark and see where we have to cut it, then just fit the 3mm plate. So when you cut the left and right, don't cut too much, just cut a little bit, because even though if that's too long, we can fix it. Okay, and here we just need to follow the mark that we just used the mark pen to measure it, then just cut the same as the spot that we marked. And of course trim the edges. And here is we just cut it, and that's how it looks like. Then we just put it on the place on. And also we need the popsicle, the center popsicle for the bottom plate. And also we have to drill a countersunk hole at the center. Same procedure as the RS80 systems front. So here we just put the double side tape, and to make sure this popsicle won't move. And then we put this bottom support and make sure it's at the right position. Then we put the 3mm plates on top, and then we're gonna put the washers and the nuts on top as well. And here what I'm doing is I just marked a spot that we are going to place the rubber O-rings. So here you can see right beside the spring. So you don't need to cut too much, just a little bit, and just make sure the O-ring won't move easily. So for this, if you have any question for the RS80 systems, and especially the 3mm plate, how to cut it, I will put the video for the RS80 system front in the end of the video, then you can check that later. Okay, then we just put everything back on. And like I said, we have to put the washers and the lock nuts on top. And remember, when you try to tighten the lock nut, don't tighten it too tight. Leave a little bit loose, then that plate can be able to play a little bit. Okay, so here we're gonna install the O-ring. For the rear RS system is pretty easier than the front, because the front we have to make the zero negative angles, but the rear we don't have to. And also there's no angles at the back, so it's makes more easier. Okay, and right now I'm working on is try to trim the screws right beside the front two screws we have installed the spring. So try to trim it flat, and it won't block the our RS system movement. And now I'm trying the movement, see how it works. And then I'm putting the spring and the spring cap and using the nuts to tighten it and test it how the movement that is. And by the way, for here, if you like to just do this kind of a simple one, then it's okay, you can just do like this, because the later on I'm gonna do a little bit modification on the spring part. So here I'm doing some test and see how it works, and also see is the spring and everything set up is perfectly. So here you can check the spring how it works, and on the RS systems, and see how it works. Okay, so for here I'm going to start to put the double roller bushings into the hole, and to make sure the resistance is less, and basically try to make it when the movement that RS80 system is working, then you can make as smooth as possible. And when you drill this hole, you better drill it, trim it slowly, because once you get it too big, then you will get the rear RS system too loose. But if you get it too tight, then it doesn't move smooth. So like you can see here, I'm spent lots of time to trying to make the right size for the bushings. Okay, so here you can see the bushing is working okay, but now we still have to trim it a little bit and to make it big enough. Okay, so here you can see it's pretty moving smooth. And then we're gonna start install the rear RS80 systems. And for here, there's some people just asking me why I'm not using the spring cap right over here, because I want to make sure there's a maximum distance that the spring can move, and also it can makes the RS80 system can move up and down more distance. Okay, so now we're just testing how the movement that is. And don't forget, we still have part 2 for this RS systems, and this is today's video. And if you have any question or comment, please leave at the bottom. I will reply to you as soon as possible. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share this video. Okay, thank you so much. Don't forget to press press the bell, so if I have the new video, then you will notice